Infernal burning coming up in 3 seconds. Don't forget move gain spikes. Move gain spikes.
I don't have movement.
You get 10 seconds, son.
Yeah, you get time. Which is just enough for a Death Knight. Move it over here actually a little bit. Crashing coming in 2, make sure to move away.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Fuck's sake, I forgot to fucking flask.
Oh yeah.
Four,
You need to move the boss more.
2, 1.
Infernal burning, get beyond spikes.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Four,
Infernal burning in 3,
2, 1.
gain spikes.
Four, 3, 2, 1. Four, 3, 2, 1.
Four, 3, 2.
Infernal burning in 1 second. Gain spikes guys, come on.
We have combat rise?
No.
1 minute 50. Movement.
Four, 3,
Infernal burning in 5, already go gain spikes.
3, 2, 1.
Gain spikes. Relax it.
You got it.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Oh dear.
mean, if you all pass, that would be great, because then I can sort it out from there, but I imagine some people probably haven't passed.
People have already needed a reader.
Yeah, I figured they would have.
Demons will stop at nothing to prevent your advance. I sense one of the Legion's masters working to reanimate the avatar of Sargeras. Should kill Jaden in future
Somebody just said hi to a bunch of us in general chat.
not know whether any force on
This
No, they
why
didn't.
does everyone never know how that works?
I know.
I've never seen that before.
It's literally in general all the time.
I've never seen it before.
They just do like a thing where it just inserts people from your parties. And it does it for everyone who sees the message.
Have you changed the...
I've changed the loot now, yeah.
Kubu got both legs. Do you wanna...
Who needed other legs? Legit, whoever needed other legs, just roll.
Does anyone else need those?
Hi, Reese. Yeah, there we go.
Just got a
You gotta
930
try and
waist.
roll more than 19 if you want to win an item, actually.
What are you guys doing?
I didn't want it.
He says he didn't want it, but if he won that roll, he would have took it.
Then it would do something different.
Well, okay, I'm going inside on this bus, so I'm going to need help calling from Jamie and Clint. But I do need an interrupt rotation going out. I imagine Farangard wants to be first because he loves it.
Yeah.
Nice. Were we thinking melee? I think last time we were thinking melee would be better.
Two,
Or will
D-
we
That would be.
2 DKs and 2 Demon Rangers. So,
One of the DKs is a tank, though.
well, there's 3
Depending on what
DKs, that's
happens
why I said 2.
Oh shit, we have, yeah, that's true. Okay, so if we have, I'll still have Farangard first, because I know he calls as soon as he's done it, which is good. Then we'll have Kringlebart, then High Reese, and Beelzeus would be great actually, because he's ranged and he can do a decent.
Who was before me? Vanguard?
Yeah, I'm the first.
Farangard, Kringlebart, High Reese, and Beelzeus. I'm going to write that down as well.
Can I say something, Vanguard, so that I know your voice?
That's me.
So what I want you to do, I don't want you to just say interrupted, I want you to say your in-game name and then interrupted. That's okay for everybody to do? So then you know, all you have to know is the person who comes before you, you don't have to know who comes after you or anything.
I'm just gonna say Farangard interrupted.
Exactly, that's what I need everybody to say, and I need you to do that.
Okay.
Alright.
Just a quick question, will there be a piece or shall I just put myself down?
Put one down.
Okay, sorry, I was just writing down the order, so Farangard, Kringlebart, High Reese, Beelzeus. Are we all okay with that? In fact, hold on. Where's High Reese on Discord? High Reese can't speak on Discord, so that's not good.
Drew can.
Quick BRB.
Yeah, I can speak.
Okay, so should we have Adra interrupting instead of High Reese? Yes, so we'll do that. So it's Farangard, Kringlebart, Adra, and Beelzeus. In fact, it's Beelzeus speaking. Beelzeus, can you speak?
Yeah, sure.
Can you just write that down,
Fantastic.
the rating?
It's in there.
Yeah.
Please make sure that when you, if you have suffocating dark, if you just push it towards the outside of the room,
How do I
preferably
know when I need to switch?
a purple. That side,
Your
as close as
DPS?
you can get.
As a
Close as
DPS,
you
how
can
do
get.
I know when to switch?
Just have to watch out for the abilities. The one on the
Do
right
not
has
put it near the
fell
door,
school,
for the love of God.
which you
Because
cannot be
whoever's in the
attacking
cage
during
is going to
that.
come out here.
So when he's casting
So
Fellspall,
they just want to have, like,
attacking Melee one, and when
yeah,
Melee
a nice
one's
open
about to
space to let
cast
them out.
the...
Spin me
Okay.
around.
It's instant, I
Do you
think.
know what that's called?
It is instant. You
Back.
can't, you
I'll
can
look it
detect
up.
where it
It's okay.
drops.
Do you not get targeted beforehand?
No,
Nope.
it just drops on top of you.
What the fuck is that?
You
That's
just
why everyone
get.
is
You just
scared.
have to
Oh,
get
so
out.
if more people's over this side, then we should be okay. Just more people stand over there. Or closer to that side rather than at the door. Just don't try not to stand at the door.
Bonesaw.
Because if we have people at the door, then when people come out the cage, they're going to get the shit, right? Or potentially get the shit. Which is no good.
Usana, do you need a flask? I have a extra intellect one.
A recent flask guy though.
I can't make a... I don't have the materials to make a strength one.
No, but I got one. You can ask him.
Yep.
Usana, do you need a flask?
Something tells me Lusana's not in here.
Oh, sorry, what?
Do you don't have a flask, do you need one?
That would be great. Sorry.
Somebody are you? Okay.
Hi Reese, do you need a flask? Hi Reese.
He's gone.
Is the purple marker for debuff?
Level markers where you loosely need to stack near
Perfect enough.
if you are ranged. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's full time and give this a shot.
You're going in first, Ian?
I'm just, yeah. I'm the person in there.
4,
Yeah, by slow down.
3,
I'll stay in.
2, 1.
Okay, I'm going in. Make sure you get the ball.
Beware.
Gilbart interrupt.
Adra interrupt.
Beware.
That was also probably mine and Lusana's bad.
I need to come in.
Okay, I'm coming in.
We see our...
Let me know when you got it.
Beware.
Adra interrupt. No one else took it.
I'm in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Gringelbart interrupt.
Someone else get it this time.
Beware.
Anyone in here?
I'll get next.
Please leave as soon as possible so I can leave.
I'm out.
No one come in.
Ah, shit.
We just start over.
Yep, survive.
Yeah,
Like that.
I couldn't call it the first time because I got frozen on this, what is it called? That spell that casts on me. It was just strange sequence. I'll get it done right now.
And then also healers don't forget to not dispel until the people are out of the raid. And when people have the big purple circle out around them, please don't follow them because they're trying to get away from you to get dispelled.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Okay, I'm in.
Beware.
Go guard interrupts.
Adra interrupt.
Why do you go after me?
Build is interrupted.
Back to Vanguard.
Beware.
Fragments. Switch back to Bella when you're ready.
Vanguard interrupted.
4, 3,
and I need to come in.
2, 1.
Okay, heading out.
Wait till both sides over before switching.
Adra interrupted.
Someone take the fort.
Beware.
Fell Squall in 7 seconds. Get ready to switch.
Vanguard interrupted.
Fell Squall coming. Swap.
Beware.
Please, no one else come in so I can leave.
Leave whenever you can.
Yeah, but it's people in here.
Just leave, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't matter.
There's personals people can use, yeah, it's fine.
I'm out.
4, 3,
I'm in.
2,
Kringle Bart interrupted.
1.
I'm in.
Adra interrupted.
Vanguard goes in, so someone makes my point.
Build is interrupted. Someone take the fort.
Adra will get it. Adra will get it.
Beware.
Adra got it. Who was that?
I'm out.
I'm out.
Adra needs to go.
Vanguard
Adra in.
interrupted.
Adra back.
I need to come back in.
Okay.
Beware.
4, 3,
Bone Saw coming. Get away.
Vanguard interrupted.
Sorry, I was late on the call there.
Kringle Bart interrupted.
Beware.
Adra interrupted.
Okay, needs to go in.
I'm coming out. Yeah.
Okay.
Beware.
Okay, I'm in.
Adra interrupted.
Fuck, it's back out. Can we see our Lusana, the healer, please? Bone Saw in 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
I'm going inside.
I'm out.
Beware.
Vanguard interrupted.
Tanks down. No CR for 1.5 minutes.
Wipe it.
Beware.
Adra, wipe it, I guess.
Stop healing, wipe guys.
Yeah, wipe's been called, guys.
People going down
Why are you in bear form?
I wasn't taking any damage anyway.
You were taking global damage from Malak.
Five, four, three.
It's twice you've pulled, dude.
Beware.
Quills on Lusana.
Who interrupted?
I interrupted Vanguard.
Kringlebot.
Beware.
Quills in 2 seconds. Fell
Adrian,
Squall,
interrupting.
switch.
I must go in.
Stop using ice pants.
Beware.
4, 3, 2,
Vanguard
1.
interrupted.
Kringlebot interrupted.
Beware.
Adrian interrupted.
Bills is interrupted, need to go inside.
Beware.
Sentient.
Quills in 2 seconds. Followed by Squall, switch.
I need to be...
Beware.
4,
Bone Saw in 3 seconds, switch.
1.
Kringlebot interrupted.
Coming out.
Adrian interrupted.
Got him.
Okay, I'm going.
Two healers are dead.
Beware.
Yeah, wipe it, Fatima if you're dying.
Healers must look better for echoing anguish.
Beware.
Don't accept C-res, right? And then you can mass res us, right?
Yep. Don't release.
I mean, it's not a long walk, but still quick riding.
I used my revival there, which is a master spell, and that blew us up.
You need to min-max damage on the boss. I don't know if you're aware, Xu, but you don't need to pull the boss away straight away. You can keep them together until either one of them uses their abilities. If neither one of them are using their abilities, they need to be like on top of each other basically, so that we can passively cleave. We're losing out on a lot of DPS that way.
I think DPS isn't that big of a deal. The problem is
we're only getting to about 50%, so we need to squeeze everything out we can get.
Yeah, but
something as simple as that, then it's
we
worth
died
it.
because of not dispelling things, and
Yes, of course, but we should still min-max DPS with something as simple as that. It's a really simple change we can do. Also, another thing that we need to do is, if you don't need to speak during the actual pull, I'd probably recommend that you don't, just so that we can hear the things that we need to hear, like people calling for interrupts, etc. Like, for example, if you're a DPS and you need to go in to clear your stacks, like Confess, then you don't need to call it if you're a DPS, because nothing needs to change, no needs to note that you're going in.
Unless you're interrupting.
Unless you're interrupting, yes.
Just waiting on Balthazar. Oh, I remember that name.
Okay.
You do?
Yeah, he was in the gun.
Who wants?
I went ahead.
Him. It's Balthazar's. Oh.
Don't remember. Someone come summon?
It's a decent dollar, and be able to fly here before we run out.
Sounds like a challenge.
We're already like halfway out, so I can guarantee he won't.
He's already on the broken shore.
Oh man, it's heating up. We got this, Jeremy. We got this. Your loose link there, Jamie, is the person who's running with you to help you some.
What?
He's inside now.
Oh, mother...
You shitting me?
No, he just sent her.
Fuck's sake.
I was watching the map. I told you.
If you run out and in again, Ian,
Yeah, I reset, so I think it...
you get spawned straight into the middle.
I blame Axu. Or Aftershock. What the fuck are you listening to? Oh, yeah.
Oh, there was probably a table up, wasn't
Yeah, there was.
there? Yeah, no worries.
Or not.
I just chill behind the tank until the tank pulls.
2, 1.
You know, or you can be firing guard.
Firing guard.
Quills.
Beware.
Gringo bot interrupted.
Spell button.
Adriel got it.
We have
Bills in 5.
Beware.
Fell Squall incoming. Swap to Atrigan.
Build is interrupted.
Beware.
Quills.
Oh, shit.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run away, little girl. Beware.
Adriel getting next one. Yeah, got it.
Quills. Fell Squall in 4 seconds. Switch to Atrigan.
I need to go inside.
Yeah.
Quills.
Adriel going in.
Beware.
Four, three,
Go on line 3.
2,
Switch.
1.
Beware.
Who's interrupting?
Firing guard interrupted.
That's
Build is interrupted.
Adriel interrupting.
Beware.
Fell Squall. Switch to Atrigan.
Run away, little girl.
Zeros, tank quick.
We got zeros.
Fast.
We have a zeros.
Still not using it.
Beware.
Who didn't use combat res? Guys?
2,
You also can't
1.
get,
So I couldn't.
can't get out of the way of
To
the
call your healer.
wolves.
He didn't communicate at all.
We have other combat reses.
Yes. The healers do need to communicate though when they're going in. Or if we're asking, for example, for a combat res and you're not in a position to do one, please say so that we can ask someone else.
I don't really think we have them.
We have
We had a-
4.
we had a
3
we had a
DKs.
DK alive.
Nice.
Yeah, but the Kringle Bird was down.
Iris wasn't. And Jim wasn't. So we had 2 people alive that could. you just tell us when you're ready, Jim?
I was waiting for people to wait
Why? If you're ready, ready. If not,
Yeah.
because we polled like 3 times when half the raid
stop being
hasn't happened.
contrarian, pedantic, and just let's get on with it.
Five, four, three.
Vanguard, it's the second time you've done that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Yes, you did, dude. I saw it go off.
Beware.
You pulled.
How do I pull if I'm not even typing?
Pulled loads.
Concentrate.
Adro got it.
Interrupt. Vanguard.
Beware.
Squall in 2.
Switch to Etrigan.
Beware.
Quills incoming.
Pringle Bard interrupted.
4, 3, 2,
Adro, intro.
1.
Vanguard interrupted.
Someone take the next one. I interrupted the third.
Beware.
Bengal will go next.
Pringle Bard interrupted.
Fell Squall in 5 seconds. Get ready to switch.
Beware.
Spell.
Shouldn't be standing in front of the boss when he does the safe.
4, 3,
Bone Saw coming. Switch to Ballot.
Pringle Bard interrupted.
Someone took the fourth interrupt. I'm inside.
Bengal will get next.
Beware.
Careful, there's one side, there's one side.
Spell.
Got it.
Fuck it needs to go in.
Beware.
Squall in 5, switch to African. Wills move.
I get the rest, please.
CR Lusana, the healer.
Beware.
4,
Pringle Bard interrupted.
2, 1.
Going inside.
On Balak.
Beware.
One side switch. Oh no, never mind.
Interrupted.
Need to come when it switch.
Okay.
Pringle Bard interrupted.
Beware.
Switch to Etrigan.
Spell.
Spell me.
You guys need to say your names.
Beware.
4, 3,
One side 2, switch.
1.
Coming out.
On Balak,
Pringle Bard
please.
interrupted.
You got him.
Beware. Beware.
Fell Squall, switch to that Trigon.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Okay.
Bone Saw coming, switch to Ballet.
Bengal.
Kringle Bart interrupted.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Spell coming, switch to Atrigan.
Beware.
Wills.
I need to go in.
Beware.
Going in.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run away, little girl. Beware.
Two healers down again.
Up down.
Okay, I want a healer. Go and see res.
I got him.
Okay.
Just push it.
Beware.
Squall coming on Atrigan.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Oh, can go.
Four, 3, 2, 1.
Run away, little girl.
What's the bottom? Bottom?
Beware.
26%.
Yeah, I'll write about that. Oh.
Boom, like that.
Anyone here?
Hey.
Hey, I'm homeless.
Hey, man.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kringle got interrupted.
Beware.
Foreign guard interrupted.
Spellfinger.
Beware.
Quill send squall coming in.
Dodge quills.
Beware.
Spellfang.
Okay.
Kringle bot.
4, 3, 2,
Adra.
1.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Adra.
Beware.
Going inside.
Spell coming, switch to Atrigan.
No, fuck off!
Spellfang.
Kringle bot interrupted. Adra going inside.
Coming out.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Run away, little girl. Run away.
Spellfang.
Beware.
Kringle bot interrupted.
Dodge quills.
Beware.
Adra got it.
Run away, little girl.
Atrigan.
I need to go inside.
Quills coming in 5, please dodge them.
Beware.
Need to change.
Got him.
Bone Saw 5, switch to
4,
Bellang.
3,
Kringle bot interrupted.
Okay, needs to go in.
Adra interrupted.
Beware.
Highways interrupted.
Kringle bot interrupted. Adra.
Going inside.
Beware.
Squall coming, switch to Atrigan now, please.
Coming out.
Go in.
Got him.
Adra going inside.
Beware.
Quills coming, dodge them.
Kringle bot
4,
interrupted.
3, 2, 1.
Adra interrupted.
Run away, little girl. Run away. Beware.
Switch to Bellang.
Kringle bot interrupted.
Squall coming, switch to Atrigan.
Beware.
Dodge these quills.
Kringle bot interrupted. Need to go inside. Walmart interrupted.
Edger interrupted.
Going
4,
inside.
3, 2, 1.
Beware.
That
We got combat ready.
We'll have 2 in 30 seconds. Get a healer up. This one down.
Beware.
Roll up.
Get a DPS up.
Okay.
Get forget up.
Thanks, Sid.
Coming out.
That's a wipe. Wipe it, stop healing.
Can I say something
Beware.
now?
Go ahead.
Next time, when you people go inside, DPS the boss. I died inside because I was DPSing, so we get
3,
orbs, but I
2.
couldn't take one because 2 people came inside, take all the orbs, went out without single DPS.
Before you carry on, dude, before you carry on, let me just say something.
Yeah.
Sort your tone out before you address the raid like that.
Sorry, but I'm really pissed off because
It doesn't really matter though. If someone comes in and sees orbs and takes them, it doesn't matter. It doesn't make any difference to the raid. Just think about things rationally. I know it's pissing you off because you didn't get out.
I can but nobody DPSs it. You
People do.
understand?
I do.
Yeah, but I mean, not nobody.
I'm constantly in there doing it as well, so there are orbs when people first come in, but
Yeah,
they do get taken, but they do get taken. It's just how it works.
Can we put a marker where the feast is? And people not stand there, if possible, because that is where you land when you come out, and if nobody's standing there, you won't land in anything. Yeah. It spawns underneath people.
Do we have a repair box? Oh, we do. Oh, the hammer, nice. Thank you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit, Farangard didn't pull.
It was close.
Beware.
Farangard interrupted.
Beware.
Quill's coming. Let's Squall switch to Atragan.
Kringlebart interrupted.
Edger. Edger going on.
Beware.
Change to Malak.
4, 3, 2,
Farangard
1.
interrupted.
Kringlebart interrupted.
Beware.
Edger interrupted.
Quill's move. People stood near Feast.
Kringlebart interrupted.
Squall, switch. Quills, move out of the way.
I'm
If you
going
get
inside.
targeted by Quills, please don't stand in the middle of the room.
Beware.
People still standing near blue marker.
4, 3,
Three
2,
people.
1.
Kringlebart is down.
Beware.
Going inside.
Beware. Beware.
Spellfinger.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware. Beware.
Need to switch soon.
Yeah, coming up. Got it.
Quills move.
Beware.
Also in 5. Switch to Balak.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spellfinger.
Beware.
Wipe.
Beware.
Just a word of warning, guys, please do not stand near the blue marker and drop shit on top of it. If I see that going on again, I'm going to call people out so we can address the issue.
I literally killed Farengard there because he's so small I couldn't see him behind the other person.
Yeah, that's why I'm quiet, because I know I'm small. Basically one shot at me. I was like DPSing, boom! Black screen.
I don't get how people are dying inside because it's like just a couple of seconds where they aren't attacking us.
Yep, if you are in there and you're taking heavy damage, pop a personal. Everyone has personals.
We just need to wait 2 mins for Clint for fuck it. He's just be right back in.
Bear backing?
Be right back. I mean...
Will help a lot if people, when they get the spell on them, if they move out and then fall for a dispel. Because it could be hard for the healers to...
Once Clint gets back, we can pull if everybody else is ready.
And I will try not to pull.
You've been doing well last couple of days. Keep it up.
Yeah, I start casting when the counter hits 0.
Oh, Clint's back. Clint, you are back, right?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3,
Panicked a little bit.
2, 1.
You don't want to know what I clicked ready with.
I kind of do.
My voice interrupted.
Beware.
Spell Fangale.
Spell Adra.
Vanguard interrupted.
My voice interrupted.
Adra interrupted.
Beware.
Switch to Atrigan now.
Voice interrupted.
Beware.
Single button.
Balak now.
2, 1.
Done, dude.
Beware.
I need to go in.
Coming.
Interrupted Vanguard.
Quills.
Kringle button interrupted.
Beware.
Spell Fade.
Adrian.
Got him.
Beware.
Bone Saw, switch to Balak.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Spell Fangale.
Dispel Kringlebot.
Dispel Adra.
Beware.
Suffocating Dark coming, spread a bit.
Kringlebot going inside.
CR fucking.
I'm inside.
My voice interrupted.
Foul Skull coming, switch to Atrigan.
Beware.
I couldn't.
Died again from fall damage, quick.
Oh, I need to change.
Beware.
Kringlebot interrupted.
Thank you for being so quick.
My voice
4,
interrupted.
3, 2, 1.
Adra interrupted.
Beware.
Dispel Adra.
Dispel Kringlebot. Kringlebot interrupted.
Adra interrupted.
Atrigan.
Someone RC inside.
Come out when you can, dude.
Beware.
Ah,
2 minutes till CR.
right.
I need to go in.
Wait.
Stand in the fell school.
Beware.
Dispel Adra if you can. Oh, fuck it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, run back quick.
And then 1 minute repair.
This time, that attempt, it doesn't look like people are dying at all.
Yeah. So, Axu,
Yeah.
can you do me a favor?
Yes.
When you're tanking the boss, when neither of them are using their abilities, literally stack them on top of each other.
Yeah, at the beginning.
No, when neither of them are using their abilities.
Oh, just pull them back together.
Yes. And then when Malak uses his spell scroll, you can tank Atrigan there. And when Atrigan uses Bone Saw, just kite him all the way around the edge of the room to green. And then you can move him back once he's finished Bone Saw.
Yeah.
Cool.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Kringlebart interrupted.
Foreign guard interrupted.
Beware.
Spell scroll coming.
It's interrupted.
Kringlebart interrupted.
Clear from quills.
Beware.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Please don't say I, please say your name.
Kringlebart interrupted.
Beware.
Adra interrupting next.
Foreign guard after that.
Someone take the fourth, I'm going in.
I'll take the point.
Go ahead.
Beware.
Spell scroll switch to Atrigan, please.
Quill's also coming.
Dispel Adra, please.
Beware.
4, 3, 3, 2,
Kringlebart
1.
interrupted.
Beware.
Dispel on Kringlebart.
That's a wipe.
Wipe.
I really hate this boss.
Beware.
The sooner you learn it and stop fucking up, the less time we have to spend doing it.
Should we take a break now?
Yeah, we can take a 10 minute now. Can we really get the boss out of the time?
Anyone got a repair bot?
I need to repair too.
Who the fuck are you?
No, I'm high reach.
You sound satanic as fuck.
Are you stoned?
You're like a child's doll possessed.
Sorry, internet died.
See you like now, you just scared the hell out of me.
Listen to that anyway. Axios kindly posted the tactics video in the Discord.
So if you don't have anything better to do in the break, please watch it.
Here's the cute non stealing eggs.
What?
Kenny was trying to describe something from Game of Thrones. It's some blonde guy who's stealing eggs, and I was like, who is that?
Yeah, it's looking really good in the show.
She's only on the start of the second series. The technical term for
Yes, this encounter consists of fighting two bosses with a shared health pool. Throughout the fight, players will be gaining torment energy, which they need to remove at certain times by entering a cage on the back of one of the bosses.
I think we
Now,
are
just as
doing
a quick
it
note, you may notice that
basically
the footage is a little bit choppy.
100%
Unfortunately,
less
this boss absolutely
organized
destroys
like they
frame
do
rates at the moment for some
here.
reason.
Yeah.
So this is kind of the best that we have. Hopefully, it isn't too painful. Now, understanding Torment and how to deal with it is the #1 thing that you need to know, so let's kick straight into it. Now, Torment is an alternate energy that is shown on a bar on your screen. You gain Torment through the boss's spells, most of which are unavoidable. When you reach 100 Torment, you'll gain a debuff called Unbearable Torment, which will make you pretty useless by reducing your output to nearly 0, whilst also increasing the damage you take by a ton. To remove your Torment, you need to press the Confess Extra Action button. This will teleport you inside a new cage room. Here you will fight a tormented soul ad, which melee hits the target with the highest threat, and also spawns a bunch of green swirly circles every now and then which you need to avoid. You'll also be taking ever increasing ticking damage whilst inside the cage, so you do not want to spend too long down there. Now as you damage the ad, orbs will be flying out of it. Running over an orb will absorb it, and it will remove around 35 of your torment. Once you've picked up enough orbs and you've removed all of your torment, you can reuse the extra action button to leave the cage and return to the normal encounter room. So the best way of getting the raid to drop torment is by having one high torment tank and one high torment healer enter the cage. Shortly afterwards, a few high torment DPS should also go inside the cage and start generating and collecting orbs. Those DPS should then leave as soon as they possibly can so that other DPS can enter the cage. The reason that you stagger them is that you want to avoid having a large selection of your raid inside the cage at any one time, as you do need players in the main room to deal with the boss's abilities. So high torment DPS should just keep cycling in and out of the cage until the tank and the healer need to leave. This will be when the outside tank needs to enter the cage to drop his torment, or when the stacking dot inside has gotten too high, around 8 stacks, on those caged players. At that point, everybody needs to leave the cage, and then the new high torment tank and a different high torment healer can go inside, and then you just kind of repeat this until the bosses die. So by having the tank and at least one healer inside the cage, you're basically creating a window for other players to enter the cage whenever they need to go in there, rather than doing it at set points. And then simply, the inside tank and healer just need to be vocal with the rest of the raid to let them know exactly when they're going to be leaving. So that way players can decide if they have enough time to go in the cage and quickly drop their torment, or not even bother and wait until the next tank and healer go inside. And that's how you deal with torment. But let's look at how you actually get it in the first place. Now for your tanks, Atragan will constantly be applying a large amount of torment to you through his Boneside passive, which causes each of his melee attacks to place 2 torment on you. On top of this, he'll be casting Scythe Sweep, which is a frontal cleave that deals a large burst of damage and applies 20 torment. Now unfortunately you cannot sidestep this ability, it's just vital that you make sure that you're facing away from the raid, otherwise the entire raid's going to get hit by it instead. These 2 abilities combined make it so the tanks get so much more torment than anyone else in the raid, and as a result they're going to need to confess more often. Just make sure that both your tanks are communicating with one another, because they both can't go in the same time, otherwise Atragan's just going to go running around and hit people in the face. On top of this, he will also cast Calcified Quills. What he'll do is face towards a random player in the raid and then send a shockwave of spikes out towards them, knocking up and dealing damage to anyone in its path. Ideally, the marked player needs to move to the side of the room and get the shockwave to fly into an area that just has no players in it. However, this probably won't happen, and it will just fly across the room most of the time, knocking up half your raid. Now the knock-up effect, as well as the damage, isn't really too problematic, as it doesn't actually generate any torment, so at the end of the day, if it is placed incorrectly, it's not a massive deal. Just do your best to get out of the way of it. And Atragan's most important ability to deal with is Bonesaw. Every 60 seconds or so, he'll just spin around dealing high damage and applying 4 torment to all nearby players every 2 seconds for 16 seconds. During this time, he'll also do a small amount of ticking damage to the raid. To add, if any players damage him during his Bonesaw cast, they'll generate a large amount of torment. So as soon as he starts the cast, all DPS should immediately swap to Belak. Note that dots and debuffs applied before the Bonesaw starts won't generate any additional torment. However, if you reapply the dots and debuffs during the cast, you will. Also note that cleave effects such as Barrage will also give you the extra torment. So it's vital that when this Bonesaw is cast, Atragan is nowhere near Belak. During this cast, Atragan's movement speed is reduced by 75%, so it's very easy for the tank just to kite the boss away from Belak while taking no damage himself. Now as for Belak, he doesn't need to be tanked, he can't even be moved in fact, and instead he'll just be casting his Pangs of Guilt. This cast just deals a large amount of damage to the raid, however it is interruptible. You need to have a rotation of 3 short cooldown interrupts to keep this ability locked down 100% of the time. However, as players will need to confess at some point or another, you'll need to have backups assigned for each player so that no matter where they are, the boss is always interrupted. Now ranged players will want to be spread out the majority of the time, mainly for Belak's Suffocating Dark ability. When this is cast, it will place Void Zones on the location of 3 random ranged players. These Void Zones deal a bit of ticking damage and slow you by 50% whilst inside it, but more importantly, anyone inside will receive 10 torment every second. So you need to have these spread out and make sure that you do not stand inside them. General good places for them to spawn are around the outsides of the room, however you must not place them near the entrance of the room, as players leaving the confession cage will frequently spawn there as they re-enter the room. Being spread also helps deal with the Echoing Anguish debuffs. These are applied to multiple players at once, and they just deal ticking damage and apply 2 torment every 1 second for 12 seconds. When it times out or it is dispelled, the debuff explodes, dealing a large amount of damage and applying 10 torment to anyone within 8 yards. When you get this debuff, you want to make sure you move away from anyone else and then get dispelled. In large raid sizes, we found that just calling out when you're ready to be dispelled worked well, as healers can struggle to see where you are when 29 other players are running around the room. Now if you're fortunate enough to never get hit by either the Echoing Anguish debuff or the Suffocating Dark Purple Circles underneath you, you're still going to receive unavoidable torment via Tormenting Burst. This cast just deals a flat amount of damage to the raid and applies 4 torment to everybody. There's nothing you can really do about this ability. One thing we will say is that this is probably a good time to use a healing cooldown, especially if Bonesaw is going off at the exact same time. And similarly to Atragan's Bonesaw, Belak will cast Fell Squall. This deals damage to all players within 8 yards of him, applies torment to them, while also dealing a small amount of damage to the raid over 16 seconds. And again, during this time, if you do attack Belak, you'll also get additional torment. So it's at this point that DPS will then want to swap to Atragan. And once again, tanks, make sure Atragan is nowhere near Belak because you do not want any cleave going onto Belak, otherwise people are just going to be forced to go and drop their torment. As soon as the
One.
Fell School ends, you need to make sure that your interrupt rotation is ready to pick it up immediately, and the boss will start casting Pain's skill again. Now there are two different ways of positioning with these bosses. You can just have them spread out the entire time, that way it's really hard to mess up the Bone Saw or the Fell School, but there is downtime in between those two abilities, so what you can do instead is you can bring both of those bosses together, and before they start casting their signature spells, you can then just spread them back out. It's entirely up to you which one you want to do, it's just if you do decide to stack them together, you're going to get far more DPS out. But aside from that, that's all there is to this encounter. So thank you very much for watching, guys. If this guide did
Hi, man.
I probably asked you before, but where did you get the challenge mod from?
Mr. Pandaria challenge mods. Can't get it anymore. And it's only for Paladin. The specific one.
I think that we should leave my house and I can do dinner.
Yeah, that was explained to folk, wasn't it? That he does have to come and visit every raider and recruit for them at least once a year.
Full timer, let's go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Get away from blue.
Beware.
Starfane Girl.
Dispel Kringlebark. Kringlebark interrupted.
Spell Skull coming in 5.
Just
Switch
interrupted.
to African.
Beware.
I'll interrupt next. I'm going in.
Beware.
I have to go in, yeah.
Okay.
Kringle Bart interrupted.
I interrupt next.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Vanguard interrupted.
I'll interrupt next.
Beware.
Kringle Bart interrupted.
I interrupt next.
I'm going in. Musana going in.
Beware.
Dispel
Okay, come on.
Kringle Bart.
Going in.
Coming in. Not coming out. Got it.
Beware.
Bilvius going
Also
in.
at 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Kringle Bart interrupted.